In 1959, Pope St. John XXIII issued a beautiful encyclical on the feast of St. John Vianney entitled On the First Days of Our Priesthood. His words on the saint that we celebrate today ring true over 50 years later. The thing that keeps us priests from gaining sanctity, the curé of ours used to say, is thoughtlessness. It annoys us to turn our minds away from external affairs. We don't know what we really ought to do. And what we need is deep reflection together with prayer and an intimate union with God. That was his quote. So true for us all, not just priests, to pray always and be able to proclaim Jesus in the midst of our busy lives. Like the gospel today, people are hungry all around us. Crowds are everywhere. Distraction and overstimulation reigns. And we're called to sit and see the miracle Jesus responds to by filling everyone. It's good news to us. It's a call to thoughtfulness that feeds others. I remember a holy widowed woman from a parish that I lived in residence at 25 years ago. Marie asked me one time how I celebrate Christmas Eve as a priest. I said a lot less than before. Priests have masses, lots of preparations in the church, and by the time midnight mass ends, we're pretty tired. Nonetheless, I remarked that it is a great and humbling joy to do this. My only lament was no 7-fish dinner on Christmas Eve. Well, she gave me a hug and that was that. I was invited to her house some months later for a dinner on a Sunday evening in July, and when I arrived, I was surprised to see Christmas decorations on the house. I was even more surprised when I went inside and heard Christmas music playing and a tree decorated and lit in her living room. Marie was proud to say, "Welcome and Merry Christmas. You feed us the Eucharist and the Word of God, and tonight we will celebrate Christmas with the Feast of the 7 Fishes. Simple elements, but a meal I will never forget. The feeding miracles are the same kind of story, one that is part of our history and will never be forgotten. Simple elements, 5 loaves and 2 fish, the beginning of a miracle that in many ways continues to this very day. The way in simple ways we answer the call to feed one another. Our mercy, our love, forgiveness, our time, understanding, our patience, our thoughtfulness to serve and to continue this great miracle. I often think of the prayers in this miracle, the non-understanding apostles, the crowd that participates in something beautiful and life-altering, and according to John's gospel, the boy who brought what he had and gave them to Christ to be used. All prayers. Not a bad thing to reflect on. How often do we not understand what's going on spiritually because we're so busy and occupied doing ministry and doing church, we can forget to be church. How often we experience something beautiful and remarkable, and the experience slowly fades just to another story. And how are we called, like the boy, to bring what we have, to participate and give ourselves so that through Christ it can be multiplied and grow? Christmas in July makes no sense. Or does it? It's a reminder of the timeless gift of the Incarnation, the miracle of feeding, of loving, of nourishing by offering our simple gifts to be used according to His will.